Hey there! Welcome to the Reloflex collection automation app tutorial. If you've ever spent hours manually making collections for every brand, color, size or product category in your catalog, this app is going to save you a ton of time by automatically creating and maintaining smart collections for your store. In this video, we're going to walk through every feature step by step, so let's get into it. After installing from the Shopify App Store, open the app from your Shopify admin. It runs right inside Shopify, no separate website to log into. When you open it, you'll see a list of your automations. If this is your first time, it'll be empty. Just hit Create Automation to get started. First up is the automation name. This is totally optional. It's just a label to help you remember what this automation does. You could call it something like collections by brand or color groupings. If you leave it blank, the app will auto-generate a name based on the fields you choose later on. Think of it like naming a folder on your computer. It doesn't affect how anything works, it's just for organization. This is the heart of the app, the generator fields. A generator field tells the application how to group your products into collections. You pick a product attribute like product type, vendor or even a custom metafield, and the app scans your entire catalog and creates a separate collection for every unique value it finds for that field. Here's a simple example. Let's say you pick vendor as your generator field. If you have products from Nike, Adidas and Puma, it will create 3 collections, one for each brand, automatically. You can even add multiple generator fields. If you pick vendor and color, you'll get collections like Nike red, Adidas blue, Puma black, one for every combination that actually exists in your store. A few things to keep in mind. You choose your generator fields when creating your automation, and they can't be changed after that. But at any time, you can create a new one with different settings. The app pulls your available fields from Shopify product data and metafield definitions. If you want to use custom product metafields as generator fields, just make sure they're defined in your Shopify settings first as Smart Collection enabled metafields. They'll show up in the drop-down automatically. Next is the collection title template. This controls what your generated collections are actually named in Shopify. You write a template using placeholders. Those are the little buttons you see below the text field. Each button corresponds to one of your generator fields. For example, if your generator field is vendor, you might write a template like products by vendor. And the app will generate collection names like products by Nike, products by Adidas, and so on. If you're using metafields, it works the same way. You'll see a button like custom color, and clicking it inserts the placeholder into your template. You can mix static text with placeholders however you want. Something like color items from vendor. You can mix static text with placeholders however you want. Something like brackets color items from brackets vendor would give you red items from Nike, blue items from Adidas, etc. Pro tip: make sure you include at least one placeholder. Otherwise, all your collections will end up with the exact same name, and that's probably not what you want. The quantity threshold is a really useful setting for keeping your store looking clean. It sets a minimum number of products that must match before a collection gets created. Let's say you set this to 3. If only 2 products are from brand X, no collection is created for that brand. But once a third product appears, the collection will be created automatically. This prevents your store from getting cluttered with tiny collections that only have 1 or 2 items in them. The default is 1, which means every match gets a collection. Just type in a higher number if you want to be more selective. The leftover collection is kind of a safety net. When you set a quantity threshold, some products might not make the cut. They're in groups too small to become their own collection. The leftover collection catches all those products and puts them together. To use it, check the box and give the collection a name, something like other items or miscellaneous. There are a couple of rules. Leftover collections only work when you have one generator field, not multiple. You also can't use filters at the same time as a leftover collection. It's perfect for making sure no products fall through the cracks. Filters let you narrow down which products the automation looks at in the first place. Think of it like a pre-screening step. Before the app starts grouping products into collections, filters let you say things like only include products where the status is active, only include products where the price is greater than 20, only include products where the tag contains sale. Each filter has 3 parts: the field, what you're filtering by, the constraint, like equals, contains, or greater than, and the value, the thing you're comparing against. You can add multiple filters to really dial in your product selection. There's also a checkbox called Apply Filters Before Quantity Threshold. If you turn that on, the app filters products first and then counts them against the threshold. If it's off, the app counts all matching products first and filters afterwards. It's a subtle but powerful difference depending on your use case. You can't use filters and leftover collections at the same time. They're mutually exclusive. The activation method determines when your automation runs. You have 3 options. 1, which is manual. You click a button to run it whenever you want. Full control, great for testing or one-off updates. 2, event-based. The automation runs automatically whenever a product is created, updated, or deleted. It stays in sync with your catalog in real time. This is great if your product catalog changes frequently. Number 3, scheduled. The automation runs on a regular schedule. You pick a frequency. Daily runs once a day at the hour you choose. Weekly runs once a week on the day and hour you choose. Monthly runs once a month on the day and hour you choose. All times are in UTC, so keep that in mind when setting your schedule. Pick whichever option fits your workflow best. You can always change it later. This one's about cleanup. The collection sunsetting setting controls what happens when a collection no longer meets the criteria. Like if the product count drops below a threshold, you have 3 choices. 1, delete. The collection is permanently deleted, clean and simple. 2, keep. The collection stays even if it no longer meets the criteria. Useful if you don't want collections disappearing from your store suddenly. Number 3, keep and hide. The collection stays but gets unpublished from your sales channels, so customers can't see it. This is a nice middle ground. The collection exists in your admin, but is invisible to shoppers. The sales channels card lets you control where your generated collections are visible. When the app creates a new collection, it can automatically publish it to whatever channels you choose, your online store, point of sale, or any other sales channel you have set up. Just check the boxes next to the sales channel you want. There's also a handy Select All button if you want collections to appear everywhere. By default, online store is pre-selected when you create a new automation. If you don't select any channels, the collections will still be created. They'll just be hidden from customers until you manually publish them. Finally, the Attach Existing Collections card lets you link collections that already exist in your Shopify store to this automation. Why would you want to do this? Maybe you already built some smart collections manually and you want the app to start managing them, keeping them updated and applying the same rules. Click the Attach Collections button and you'll see a list of collections that match your generator fields. Select the ones you want to adapt and they'll become part of this automation. You can also remove attached collections if you change your mind. You need at least one generator field selected before you can attach collections, and this feature is not available after the automation has been executed. Once you've run your automation, you'll see the Managed Collections card on the Edit page. This shows you all the collections that this specific automation has created. You can scroll through the list, search for specific collections by name, and click any collection to open it directly in your Shopify admin. Collections are organized by status. Active ones come first. Then any collections added by you that haven't been processed yet. Then inactive ones. Leftover collections are also marked with a special icon so you can spot them easily. The recent executions card is your history log. It shows you the last few times this automation has run, up to the 5 most recent. For each execution, you can see when it ran, how it was triggered, manually, scheduled or event-based. The result, success, failure, running or initiated. This is really helpful for troubleshooting or just confirming that your automations are running as expected. And that's everything. If you have questions, you can always check the help page inside the app or reach out to our support team using the chat bubble in the bottom right corner. We're happy to help. Thanks for watching and happy automating!